What's up, Guardians? I'm Apollo Gaming, and oh my god, we have so much news in the world of Destiny. We're going to dive into some of that here today with you guys. I know Trials is coming back. We're not going to go in depth into that too much. I know that there was concerns about the artifact power level being enabled. We know that they turned that off, so we're not going to go into that a lot. Sunsetting weapons, things like that. We're not going to go into too much detail on what happened in the director's cut, but Bungie did release an article today talking about the Season of the Worthy, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about. So let's get into that right now, because I'm super stoked on this. As we can see, it's a big focus on Ana Bray, which we kind of should have expected, showing that cutscene where Osiris was talking to Rasputin. Kind of knew that it was going to be something to do with Mars. I can't say that I saw what was coming in terms of the story content that they showed us in that trailer that we got. We're not going to watch the trailer here today. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you're already coming to my video. But they do talk a little bit about it here. So the Sundial is free to the clutches of the Red Legion. Apparently one of the Flayers escaped, and they're going to enact a desperate ploy for revenge against the Last City, which we know is them trying to send the Almighty to the Last City to destroy it. And it's up to us to kind of rearm the Warmind, reawaken the Warmind to stop them. So I'm pretty excited about that. It sounds really cool. I'm loving all of these pictures that we're getting. The Almighty was actually a really cool place in the vanilla story, and we didn't get to do a lot other than just shut it down. So I kind of like that ship. Hopefully we get to go back on it, maybe see some more things. Says time is running out. Race against time to save the Last City from destruction. Then we have the Seraph Towers, which is the new PvE activity that we all get to do. It kind of looks to me like it's just in the patrol spaces. So I don't know if it's going to be a match-made activity. I don't know a ton about that yet. And then the bounties and bunkers looks really, really cool. So some of the lost sectors that'll show lower in the article are actually going to be legendary lost sectors now, which I'm interested if they're going to introduce different types of mechanics, more difficult enemies. It does say that there's new legendary weapons and gear to earn from doing that. So I've always thought lost sectors were really cool. They're just kind of boring. There's no reason to really do them. So giving us a reason to go in there and get some new loot, and hopefully they actually have some mechanics that make it kind of fun. That's really something that I'm interested in. I'm really kind of curious to see where they go in that direction. Trials coming back. We're getting our D1 Trials armor, and I cannot express how excited I am for this. I'm seriously blown away with what I read in terms of the director's cut. That little video that they premiered on YouTube was super good. It was super exciting to see it. I got goosebumps just hearing Luke Smith talk about his stories with his friends playing Trials back in the day. And they're bringing back the armor. I really hope they bring back some of the weapons. I don't know how they're going to do things in terms of adept weapons and what we're going to get going flawless, because I really do hope that it is more than just an ornament for that week. It's not going to give a lot of people a big desire to want to go into Trials. It is very competitive. And a big concern that I know a lot of the people that I play Destiny with are more PvE focused. I'm definitely a competitive PvP player. I take it very seriously. I enjoy it a lot. But a lot of the people I play with are PvE. And I kind of was under the assumption that they were still going to have more PvE stuff to do, given that Trials is one of the free-to-play activities. But a lot of concerns have been surrounding that Trials has been the big focus on things. And what are we going to get in terms of PvE content? We're not going to get a new match-made activity, which it looks like they're going to do those Seraph Towers. I don't really care. The Sundial was a lot of fun. The Vex Offensive was a waste of time, so I kind of hope that they just, like they talked about in the director's cut, take some of that focus and some of that attention and some of that money and put it towards building on the base game rather than just giving us an activity that disappears. So that's a really interesting thing to me. We can see the description of Trials of Osiris for the people who don't know. The Cult of Osiris seeks out Guardians with flawless execution and incomparable teamwork. Incomparable, however you want to say it. I don't care. Come at me, Twitter. It's the challenge of a perfect victory too daunting, or does your fire team have the edge to reign? We all know how Trials is. Our D1 veterans know how Trials is. It's a whole different animal from the comp playlist that we have in Destiny 2 now. I say air quotes because I don't really consider it to be super competitive. It's just a game mode for people to do. I don't really care about comp all that much. I love elimination. I love trials. It's a whole nother animal. I'm super excited to get it back. It is here to stay. Free to play activity. It's not just a seasonal thing. And it shows here multiple wins in a row earn pinnacle gear, which is great because we know that it's light level enabled. And then you get special rewards and access to the lighthouse for going flawless. So it's basically D1 trials all over again. That's fine. I don't care. I love D1 trials. I hated D2 trials. Trials of the Nine was a complete waste of time. Plus, it looks like when we go flawless, you get one of those discount codes for this hat and this pin, which I cannot wait to get that. I love the design. I wear hats all the time. Super excited about that. And then they go on to show us the Tommy's Matchbook, which is the exotic that we're getting from our Battle Pass this season. It looks sick. I love it. It looks like we're getting an exotic SMG, which should be kind of fun. I really like the ones that we have so far. Risk Runner is actually really great. Huckleberry, especially after they buffed it, is awesome. I'm super excited about it. And then our seasonal artifact is this Warmind Khanjali, which is this sword. I kind of wish it was a sword that we could actually use, especially with the changes that we made. I'm actually really, really, really excited about this. Kind of see where it goes. And then we got our season pass armor. It's kind of a Russian theme to me, especially with this hunter's helmet right here. It looks really cool. It looks really good. It's not the trials armor. That's what I'm definitely going to be pushing for. The first thing in this picture that caught my eye was that 4-barrel shotgun. That looks insane. I don't know what it is. It kind of has that Tex Machina kind of look to it. So maybe it's like a chaperone. So does it fire 4 single slugs? I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to try it. And then we have this stuff here, which is the new weapons that require the season pass. They got that war-mindy kind of theme to it. Looks like we get a sidearm machine gun, auto rifle, and a hand cannon. They all look great. They look super sleek, especially with the buff that they have to auto rifles coming. I'm really, really, really excited about that. The free-to-play armor, and then we have the season pass requirement for this shotgun. So obviously this is an exotic. It looks like it's going to be one of the exotic quests that we get. There's not a whole lot of information on it yet, but it looks super awesome. I like the sights that are on it. It's a cool looking gun. I can't wait to use it. And then they have the battle pass itself. It looks pretty standard like every other battle pass. You get some emotes here. You get some armor along the way. One of the things that I'm actually really excited about is as you get farther into the battle pass, the tier 100 reward is an all black ornament for that submachine gun that we're getting. So that looks really cool. And then it goes on to show what's available to all Destiny 2 players. It goes on to show what's available for Season Pass owners. So it looks like the Defense of the Last City for that story missions is available to everybody. The Seraph Tower public events. So it's a public event. So it'll be in the patrol spaces. It's not a match-made activity. So that's kind of cool. And the bunker activities is available for all players. If you're a Season Pass owner, you get weekly Rasputin challenges, which is kind of cool. And the legendary Lost Sectors I was talking about, which I'm really excited to see where they go with that. The new exotic quest line is probably for that shotgun. You instantly unlock the 7th Seraph armor set and the exotic... Oh, it's an auto rifle. Okay. It looked like an SMG to me. I guess I need to read a little better before I start recording videos. But you instantly unlock the exotic auto rifle Tommy's Matchbook. That's really cool. New triumphs, bounties, and seasonal lore, obviously. You get the exotic emotes, new ghost, ornament, and finisher. All XP gains increase throughout the season. Everything that we already know from previous seasons. And then they go to the calendar. The calendar looks pretty interesting to me. I'm excited because it's not just trials. There is PvE activities. And this Guardian Games looks so much fun. It's time for us to prove which class is best. I'm a Hunter main. I love Warlocks too. I don't care. Titans are fun. But it's going to be really exciting to take your main class and compete against other Guardians in this competition. So that looks like it's a lot of fun. The Seraph bunkers look like it's available right away for the EDZ and the Moon. And then they have a Seraph bunker on Io later on in the season, which is probably the same kind of concept as a new boss, a final boss or whatever. And then you have your Grandmaster Ordeal difficulty, which is probably going to be really, really, really hard. And it's probably going to be really, 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 really rewarding. I hope. Especially given that Trials is such a main focus on this season and it is light level enabled. They kind of have to make sure that if we're going to push ourselves to make this Grandmaster Ordeal Nightfall It's going to be super difficult, so they better give us good rewards for it. That's been my biggest complaint about Destiny 2 since launch. Nothing really feels super rewarding. The only reason that raids can feel rewarding when you finish them, one, because you're completing the activity, and two, because the RNG is so hard on the raid exotics. I still don't even have a 1,000 voices. I happen to get my Anarchy on my first run of Scourge of the Past. There's plenty of people that I know that still don't even have that yet. So make it rewarding. Make Trials rewarding. Make PvP rewarding. Bring back some of the systems in D1 that weren't broken, that we got rid of for no reason. And then they got some media, obviously. They have the 4K wallpapers. They got the screenshots. They got a couple videos that are really, really cool. They got some frequently asked questions. How do you buy the season pass? How long does it last? You can buy it in-game. You can buy it on their website. It's a standard 3-month season, give or take. Season passes can be shared across accounts that you have enabled for cross-save, which is awesome. But I don't think that expansion is. I don't think that the expansions are. Because I know that on my PC account, I main PS4 because that's where my friends are. I don't think my PS4 account, I don't have access to Shadowkeep and Forsaken. I don't want to pay for multiple platforms, but I know that the season pass is, so that's really cool. So that's all I got for you guys today. It's kind of short and sweet. I'm really excited about this season, so I wanted to make a video kind of telling you guys my thoughts on it. I know that it looks like there might be a lack of content. I know it looks like that there's a main focus on Trials and PvP stuff, and honestly, I'm okay with that, especially being a PvP main. We've been kind of put on the back burner for a really long time, but PvE players are still getting new activities to do. I'm going to jump in and do those activities. Being a PvP player is going to bring more into the PvE light because of people that are trying to get those pinnacles and get stuff for Trials. So I see a big boom in the Destiny directory coming up soon. I know that I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch. You guys can check it out. Find me at iApollo Gaming. I'll link it below. It's spelt a little funny. I think the second O is a 0 because Apollo is a super common name that I should not have picked, but I did. If you guys want to find me on Twitter or Instagram, it's iApollo Gaming. That's super easy. All the socials will be linked below. I'm also in a podcast where we're going to talk about a lot of this stuff week to week. It's not just Destiny focused. It's basically all things nerd. It's called Codename Nerd Pod. You can find that on all the socials at Codename Nerd Pod. You can find it on YouTube at Codename Nerd, and we're actually going to be streaming it on Fridays when we do our recordings. So that's all I got for you guys today. I really hope you liked this one. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.